The medical community has agreed the best defenses against the AIDS virus are abstinence, sex with only one partner, or the use of a condom. Now, there's been widespread concern that condoms are being used improperly, and given the fact that improper use could mean the difference between life and death, epidemiologist Dr. Colin Sosconi has agreed to take some of the mystery out of the function it serves. Let's join him now. Dr. Sosconi, it seems that if the medical community is trying to pass along one message, it's to practice safe sex. What role does condoms play in this?
The point to be stressed is that we're emphasizing safer sex. No sex is necessarily safe sex. Getting up in the morning is not necessarily safe. So we talk about safer sex, and what we mean by this is the correct use of condoms for those people who are sexually active. And I've brought with me a selection of the types of condoms that are available on the market. We want to make sure that they're available on street corner stores, that there are no barriers to people obtaining these things at any time of day or night that they may feel they need them. Also to emphasize that people should take precautions with the condoms themselves, that they shouldn't be subjected to excessive heat, unnecessary ultraviolet light radiation, because they are made out of latex. It's a synthetic substance that can deteriorate and become porous, thereby not acting as a protective barrier. So there are certain things that the public needs to learn about the use of condoms, the correct lubricant use with a condom to make sure that it is maximally effective for the sexual act.
Why is the proper use of a condom so tremendously important in the fight against AIDS?
Because the condom has been shown to be effective not only in limiting or acting as a barrier, limiting the spread of the virus that can cause AIDS, but it also acts as a barrier in terms of herpes transmission and all other types of sexually transmitted diseases, not to mention, if we can get the message through to our teenagers that are sexually active, that it will avert the tide that we see in unwanted teenage pregnancies.
Is it a concern for you that condoms may be being used incorrectly?
It's a tremendous concern that condoms are not being used correctly, for the reason that people are saying that, well, we should abstain from all sexual activity, which tends to be a very negative message that most people cannot abide by. So that if we can demonstrate to people how to use them correctly, we feel confident that we can achieve the levels that the Japanese have achieved in terms of pregnancy control, where they have somewhere of only a 3% failure rate in the use of condoms.
What mistakes are most commonly made?
Well, that people would unroll them and examine them first. People should recognize that condoms are electronically tested in the factory before they are dispensed.
Each one?
Each one is individually hermetically sealed. They are absolutely sterile. There's no need to examine it first. The condom should be unrolled onto an erect penis as it becomes erect, because pre-ejaculate could carry any sexually transmissible agents or sperm that could cause pregnancy. So the condom needs to be put on correctly. There should be no air bubbles within the condom, and of course after ejaculation the condom should be, on withdrawing the penis, the condom should be held intact at the rubber ring at the base of the condom, so that on withdrawing the penis the condom comes off with the penis and then should be removed. People should then wash with soap and water afterwards. Would
you show us the proper use?
Certainly. Let me first just show, if I may, the actual availability of condoms.
Okay. And where are they available? Are they much more accessible now than they were, let's say, a year ago?
Absolutely. Condoms are now available in supermarket, drugstore departments, at corner drugstores, Max Milk, 7-Elevens. They're available at sexually transmitted disease clinics for free. If people go in there, they can just take a few. The main thing is that people should feel comfortable with them. We encourage men to practice using them before they actually find themselves in a passionate moment where they really need it, and then start fumbling around and find that the condom is just not for them. They should practice actually any use in advance of any sexual encounter. So condoms are available in various sizes for people who anticipate that they will use a large enough number. They come in large packages. They come in smaller packages as well. One of the keys to using a condom, which in fact in any one of these packages a single condom will look like this, is to ensure that one uses a water-based lubricant. There are a number of brands on the market. Water-based lubricants do not react with the latex itself. Vaseline-based products or petroleum-based products will tend to make the rubber or the condom more fragile, and it could break, thereby not being effective.
Are you being practical? No one's going to carry that tube around in their back pocket.
We suggest that people keep these things in their, when they go out in an evening, they should keep it in their suit pocket, not necessarily in a wallet, because people tend to sit on their wallets and it could fray the latex itself. There are smaller sachets of lubrication available. Some condoms come pre-lubricated as well, but sometimes, depending on the nature of the two individuals, there may not be adequate natural lubrication present or from the condom, so that it becomes necessary to add lubricant.
I see.
Okay, so they come in different size packages, and then the variety of condoms themselves, one can obtain them in various colors. They come in different shades, they come in different sizes, in snug fit sizes, with instructions in many packages as to how to use the condom.
Are the instructions adequate?
Yes, the instructions are adequate, and that's what I'd like to just run through very briefly in showing the public how this is done. So the package of condoms then would be opened, and one would remove the string of 3 condoms. That's how the package comes. And one would remove a condom from that package, and then very carefully open the package. You want to make sure that you don't have a hangnail that's going to tear the latex itself. You'll notice that the condom comes sealed or rolled in this way, and that there is a reservoir tip at the end. If some condoms do not come with reservoir tips, regardless, one should not open the condom first and then try to put it on. One should keep it in this rolled position, press out any residual air that may be in the condom, and then unroll it onto an erect penis. And the unrolling would take place just like this. In the process of unrolling, one should make sure that one evacuates or extracts any excess air, and then it should be rolled down to the very bottom of the penis. Now, for extra lubrication, a water-based lubricant, I happen to have KY, there are a number of different types. There are also lubricants available that have nonoxynol 9, which is a spermicidal agent that can kill the AIDS virus as well on contact. And that's one of the products. But the key there is to put a water-based lubricant on the outside of the condom in this way. For enhanced sensitivity, some people like to put 1 drop of this type of lubricant on the inside the reservoir tip before unrolling the condom. It increases sensitivity for the man. And then ensuring adequate lubrication on ejaculation and completion of the sexual act, one should then hold onto the base of the condom like this, withdraw the penis, and then immediately and distant from the vagina, then remove the condom in this way, ensuring that there is no seepage of semen, and then only use a condom once and throw it into the toilet at the end of the act.
And then, as you say, wash your hands with soap and water?
Wash with soap and water, wash the whole pubic area with soap and water, take a shower.
Weren't some condoms recalled a couple of months ago? Yes,
condoms are tested. If more than 4 in 1,000 condoms are found to be able to show some signs of being porous, and they subject it to extreme tests of, I should demonstrate to you just how strong a condom is, in fact. A large number of people wonder how, sorry, my hands are greasy here from this lubricant, but just to show you, I'll take a fresh condom here. Whoops, unrolling it the wrong way. But just to unroll the condom and to show you that they are extremely strong. It takes a lot to break a condom. They test them by blowing them up, and they can blow up into very sizable balloons. And what happens with them is they fill them with water as well, and then they swish them around or swirl them around at very high speeds.
Every one of them?
Well, batches are tested on a quality control basis, and you can rest assured that the condoms that you receive, as I say, we would hope that closer to 100% of them are absolutely effective. But one should not be led to believe that any kind of potential exchange of body fluids is absolutely safe. There are no absolute guarantees with these things, but they certainly do afford an enormous degree of protection. And it's essential that this word get out not only to sexually active adults, but to teens before they become sexually active, to avert this tragedy of unwanted teenage pregnancies and the incredible rate of sexually transmitted diseases that we are seeing in the 15 to 19-year female and male age groups.
Can the proper use or improper use of a condom mean the difference between life and death as we try to fight AIDS?
There is no question that if one uses a condom incorrectly, if one does not choose to use a condom, this can mean the difference between life and death.
Dr. Sosconi, thank you. We will take a break and we'll be back with more right after this.